Belgium's government summoned U.S. Ambassador Bill White for consultation on Tuesday after he accused the country of anti-Semitism.
Oh, no.
Intervening in a case involving 3 Jewish religious figures suspected of carrying out traditional circumcision without the medical training required in the country.
Well,
so Belgium is having quite a problem right now where the Jewish Orthodox, an ultra-Orthodox Jewish community there is quite upset at them because they have said that in order to perform a medical procedure on a baby penis,
right,
you have to be a trained medical doctor.
Yeah. And listen, as someone
that to them, it seems like a pretty bad idea.
Yeah.
To let somebody who's not actually trained as a doctor to operate on a baby boy's penis, which is what circumcision is.
Right. And just, for the record, my only qualification here is that I have a penis. I would like someone to have gone to school for penis related things before they touch my penis.
You know what? I'm in the exact same boat.
Well, clearly. I mean, you waited till much later.
I went to a trained doctor.
Yep.
And I was just going for a cold I had, and he talked me into this whole circumcision thing, which was weird.
He's like, "You still got your foreskin, kid? I'll snip it off for $20.
Let me ask you something, kid." And one of the things that the people of Belgium had a problem with, and actually we here in the United States have had a problem with this as well, and you'll excuse me if I don't quite know how to pronounce these words. As you know, not my forte. Sometimes I do mess up the pronunciation of words. When a baby is circumcised, some ritual Jewish circumcisers, moils, do a practice called, you know what? I'm not even try this one. Metzik. Forget it. Look up. Do me a favor, but since you're good at this, look up what it's called when I will describe the process.
Okay.
The moil who circumcises the baby, cuts off the foreskin, then, and I guess I should warn you that what I'm about to say might be too graphic for you, so consider yourself warned. The rabbi then puts the baby's penis in his mouth and sucks the blood off.
Well, that's not good.
In New York City, there was a case, oh God, this has to be over 10 years ago now, where little babies were coming down with herpes because one of these moils in the Orthodox community had herpes.
Jesus.
And was giving it to newborn babies by sucking their bloody.
Ugh. And that's, fatal.
I apologize for saying it so graphically, but that is what we're talking about.
I do remember that killing, because I remember even hearing that story and being like, well, that's just anti-Semitic or racist. That can't possibly be true. That sounds like something my grandfather made up.
Yeah, do you know the Jews?
Yeah, do you know what they do?
Suck baby.
And then, you look into it, it's true, and you're like, well, maybe we shouldn't do that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Did you happen to come across what that procedure is called?
No, I can't find it anywhere, and I'm afraid to search for it more accurately.
Metzitz, METZITZAHB''PEH.
Okay.
We got to get this. I got to get this. Hold on. This is too important. It's too important to know what it's called when a rabbi. Okay. Out of respect for the audience, I will stop graphically explaining what it is.
Metzitza?
Here we go.
In the halacha, in Yeridea, that's the second section of the 4 sections of halacha called the Shulchan Aruch, the set table. In chapter 266, halacha 3, 4, 5, and 6, he describes how the circumcision is to be done. He says after the cutting, the mohel does what is called metzitza. Metzitza means to suck, and it means doing so with his mouth. And one could say, well, why can't you use a tube? Well, you could, technically, but it's not the custom as to how it was done. Now, why is it that way? Well, you could say that in the olden days you didn't have tubes. Now you can have tubes, so why not? The answer, as I thought about it, is that it's not as effective because the tube does not seal as well, it's not as pliable, and furthermore, it's not as quick and it's not as close. You have to have a quick suction action, you have to have more pliability, and also there's the theory, some people feel that it is, some people feel that it's not, that the saliva of a human being has some antiseptic quality.
Okay, dude, I really feel like you're not doing yourself any favors. That was a rabbi, by the way.
Yeah. I guess it's mezuzah.
Yeah.
But is it buppy? Buppe? Buppy. That can't be. That sounds. Mezuzah, though. That is the first one. We know that much.
I just want to point out that guy was trying to justify it.
Yeah.
And his justification was you can't get enough custom fitted suction on that baby penis.
Oh, my God.
That bloody baby penis. And okay, so this is what we're talking about. That Belgium said, yeah, we're not doing that. You have to be a doctor to perform circumcision.
Fair.
And ain't nobody, and we mean this now, sucking that baby.
For just, too many reasons to name, you know? Like, there's just too many reasons against. I like that the argument here is our religion says we should, and then the other side is every other fathomable reason why sucking baby is bad.
Yeah. You wouldn't even have to, in any other circumstance other than religion.
Yeah.
This conversation would be over at sucking a baby's. Okay, that's out. Nope, that's 100%. In fact, you're going to jail for saying
That's what I'm saying. If a man,
just for saying it.
If we're in a boardroom and we're even a medical boardroom and we're spitballing how to best do this, and the one doctor raises his hand and goes, "I could suck on it," we would take him away. Yeah, exactly. If they're like, okay, during circumcision here, doctors, and as you can see, we're in this sterilized operating room, and we've done the incision. Now, one little question is, when you get a little bleeding, what should we do? Yes, Jim, suck it. Jim, go. You're out. You're fired.
Go home.
You're fired and being investigated.
You're fired and being investigated. So, okay, so I might not benevolent. And by the way, it's so funny that I grabbed this clip where I was like, this is called Jewish World News doing the story. And I was watching it and I was like, it sounds like they're making the argument against themselves. Just like that rabbi I just found on YouTube explaining the process where it's like, dude, you're not doing yourself any favors. No. This is not helping. Anyway, so let's give them their due. Let's listen to it and then understand that the Trump administration took the baby. I shouldn't be surprised, by the way, now that I say it out loud. Donald Trump took the baby suckers, the adults sucking babies' side.
He can't stop.
He took their side.
Can't stop doing it.
And called Belgium antisemitic.
Jesus.
3 Jewish mohels in Belgium are facing criminal charges, accused of illegally performing ritual Jewish circumcisions. For thousands of years, mohels have been instrumental in performing the Brit Milah on the 8th day after a boy's birth. However, Belgium, which has seen a surge of anti-Semitism, has laws mandating all circumcisions be performed by licensed doctors. And
unbelievable. Can you believe they would do that?
That's fucking nuts. They'd fucking make you do that.
last year, Antwerp police made several arrests after a raid. Joining us now from Brussels is Avi Tail, the director of the European Jewish Community Center of Brussels. Hello, and thank you for being here, unfortunately, under these circumstances.
Hi, hello, Emily. Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Sure. So explain, I know this has been an ongoing source of pain, intimidation towards the Jewish community, within your country. Explain the demoralizing feeling and how people are dealing with this.
Yeah, so Jewish life is natural to Europe, and the Brit Milah has been part of Jewish life for literally thousands of years in Europe. The Belgian Jewish community is a wonderful community contributing to society in all branches of life. The Antwerp Jewish community, it's a thriving Jewish community, and I think this is a defining crisis, because criminalizing such a Jewish practice, which is in the core of Jewish life, many of us wonder if there is a future for the Jewish community in Belgium.
What the fuck?
Okay. I think we've said just about enough there.
It's easy.
The oldest argument in the book and the worst, and I was just saying this actually to somebody the other day. I'm like, because we've always done it that way is the worst argument. I like, don't ever make that argument to me. I don't care about that argument.
That's what drives me nuts too when like lefties take the sides of people like this. I'm like, that is a conservative value. That man is an insane conservative person, which just means they want things to stay the same. They want things to be the way that they've always been. That is a right-wing, insane argument. No, things need to change. Progress needs to happen. We know that's bad. You should not do that. Also, just throwing it in, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. And how do you not see it as fucking weird? And that woman, like, it's sorry I have to have you on under these terrible circumstances where you're clearly being so put out by the Belgian government. What about the kid who's getting his penis cut without his permission and then some guy sucking it? It's too much. But here's the thing, and this is why I wanted to play this story, is that despite the fact that Christian nationalists are kind of getting loud and proud about the fact that they think everybody else is a second-class citizen and we're all going to hell, including the Jews. Yeah. They're not even pretending anymore. They need to create this narrative that the left is anti-Semitic because the right literally has the Nazis on their side. And so the Trump administration is taking advantage of this and saying, look at this anti-Semitic country, Belgium, and they're taking the Moyles side.
They just love.
And Belgium had to go so far as to say that the United States of America is pushing dangerous disinformation.
I mean, well, isn't that what we do? Isn't that the American way to push dangerous misinformation?